Welcome to Yes Bitch TV, Honey Yes God. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. If you have not done so by now, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also, hitting that notification bell will let you know every time I'm uploading something new. So before I move on with my Chasing Dallas Season 2, Episode 12 review, I did want to take this time to say thank you to all the new people that have been coming through. Thank you to the people that have been donating to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Please take this time to go through all my other videos that I have on my channel. I'm in the process of creating playlists. That way it's easier to get access to my content. That way you don't have to scroll through these videos, because I have like 100 plus or probably more than that on here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining the roundtable. Be on the lookout, hit the notification bell. That way you can, be updated, bitch, each and every time I'm uploading that new shit. Okay? Yes, God. So let's get into the review, y'all. All right. So through the night, yes, God, honey, I have been thinking how I wanted to approach this review. Really BTV, shout out to you, girl. Wonder Woman, yes, God, honey. We did a cute live last night. Unfortunately, I was only able to participate in some of it because I had to go to work and shit. But and I, watched this episode twice, and I wanted to know for myself, how do I want to approach my perspective on it? Because now that we're in episode 12 and we have been getting hints that we are slowly approaching the finale, I have to ask myself, what the fuck have we gotten this season? So I guess since I'm going to start it off like that, let's just talk about the teardown. Let's get the teardown out of the way. Then we'll extend our hand and lift the girls up, shall we? And, some people are going to be like, oh, this bitch, you just never have anything good to say. Well, you know what? Give me something good to see, amen? And then I will give something good to say. And we're going to get into all the good shit, because this was a great episode. It was fun-loving. We were holding hands. We were soul sisters, bitch. This gave me Waiting to Exhale tease at the end when they were partying for New Year's, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was shoo-a-doo. Bitch, like, girl, it shoot, shoot, shoot. It was cute. But we're in episode 12. And we have not seen the chasing aspect that much at all. Forgive me for diving into it this way, but and for the second time in forever, I've had the opportunity to watch my counterparts' reviews. Shout out to the Just Us League, amen. And I said, I need to come at this differently, and I just kept thinking, like, I'm just not satisfied. I'm just not up in arms about this season at all. I'm trying to look at my notes here, and I'm just gonna have to say it how I feel about it, because my notes are nicer than what the fuck's going on up here with all these bitches living in my head. And all three of the girls that live within me, we all came up with this, but finally we agreed on something, bitch, that we have taken away from the premise of the show. And I know I keep saying this, and I keep saying this, and I keep saying this, but it is the truth. Chasing Dallas, chasing reality. Well, the reality that you're chasing is different than what the fuck you're trying to tell us. Trey Howard has delivered. Carrie D has delivered. Markel in some way has delivered. Reese in a lot of ways has delivered. This is your show. At the end of the day, no matter what you're chasing outside of you branding yourself as the executive producer of Chasing Dallas, co-creator, hello God. Forgive me if it feels like I've invested too much of my feelings into this show, but you got to understand, I've been reviewing Chasing Reality since Chasing Atlanta Season 1. This is the only gay web series I actually review. other than G Status. But girl, we've forgotten about those girls already. They're a memory, girl. With bitch, on the heels of glory, honey. They've walked the plank. Okay, girl. I need more. I'm like Joe at this point. More and more. More and more. You have the nerve to cut Carrie D's situation off. We have a talented hairstylist, King Beautiful. We have Ariel, a renowned seamstress. We have all of these talented individuals, but we have truly yet to see what it is that they do. So we're filling episodes with conversations of regurgitated filth and fuckery. We are like Imani Van Zap, and I guess I'm going to play her role in this moment, but I want to go in depth behind what she only gets 2 minutes, and I know that she probably wants to go more in depth on her real feelings behind what it is. What are y'all chasing? When is someone going to step in and say, you know what, guys, we're taking away, we're walking in a different path. We need to stay on the course. And I always struggle with this is season 2. You know, these guys coming out their pockets. You know, there's bound to be some mistakes and mishaps around the. But to what extent? When does the viewer get tired? When does the reviewer, as like myself, get tired? Because I want to assist because you guys are representing my community. But how the fuck can I assist when you're not even assisting yourselves? This is why the conversation of, and this is going to be way longer than what I anticipated it to be, so bear with me, y'all. We'll get into the review, but I just got to get this out. When are we going to put our personal feelings to the side? And I'm not just talking about Reese in this moment. I'm talking about everybody that's involved in creating the show. I know Reese's not a one-man show. There's a lot of other people that are involved in this, okay? When is someone going to step in and say, you know what? We need to do better. You came through with quality of production. You came through with the Q edits. You came through with... I'd like to say a beautiful list of newcomers that rank high in their chosen fields, okay? People that had something to offer that we're not being able to see. We're seeing so much of the personal that we're so wrapped up in that drama. We as viewers and reviewers are getting caught up in all of the fuckery, the communication behind it all. Guess what, bitch? I don't want to speak for everybody else, but I'm going to speak for me. I don't give a fuck about what y'all got going on personally. Maybe a sprinkle of that here and there. Yes, God, honey, Mr. Sandman. Okay, bitch, like maybe a little sprinkle, bitch. But I want to see what the fuck it is y'all are doing. You got to understand, you guys at this point have such a massive LGBTQI plus ABCDEFG P girl, QRSTU, V honey. 1, 2, 3 on these hoes, okay? You guys are the ones to look at when you have these young, gay, black, and not just black, but bitch, a lot of the gays watch y'all. A lot of the spectrum is looking to y'all. And you don't know what you're gonna be influencing. You've had wonderful, monumental opportunities to bring it this motherfucking season, and we see the potential. But instead, it's been turned into so much fuckery and filth. It's hard for a real bitch like me to digest. I need more. Especially if I'm going to continue to review the show. And I know who the fuck cares about me, right? Who the fuck cares about me? But I care about where I could see this show go. I care. That's why I put so much feelings into it. That's why I continue to review, even when sometimes I'm like, girl, y'all were giving me fucking nothing. Yes, thank you for Kumbaya. Oh, I guess let's just get into the review, child. Let's just get into the review because it's going to be short and simple. Carrie D came through singing for the girls. Yes, God. Came through singing. Lyndon is tired. You could tell my baby daddy is tired, child. He's like, girl, I'm not here for this. I have to sit down, rest my vocals. And again, we're talking about people who brought potential. They didn't just bring you one singer. They brought you a group, girl, with music that is actually in the process. They even had older projects that could have been promoted so people could get to know who this person was as a singer. There were just so many lost moments that y'all need someone to come in with that third eye, girl. And some of you girls probably need to just step away real quick. That way we can get fresh perspective and we can push the personal the fuck up on out of here and we can just do business. What's good? What's going to be good for the girls to watch? Okay? What are you really doing with your life, bitch? Okay? Not some dream, Trey Womack. Not just some aspiration, Trey Womack. Not just some, we finna dress this up in love real quick, Trey Womack. What are you producing? Or if you have not had a product, what is the process of achieving that product? Trey Womack. So, okay, it's good. Back to Carrie D, child. It's good to see Carrie D in his element. He's chasing. He's doing his thing. I'm always here for all things Carrie D. Yes, God, honey. And Lyndon. Yet Lyndon. I don't know why I always fuck this person's name up. Honey, we love you. We love you. We love you. In the music. Yes, God, honey. Trust me, it's on my playlist. Okay. We move on from that. We have a conversation with Dior and King Kane where, again, we are regurgitating things that as viewers, we've already seen. Forgive me, guys, no shading you. But, again, if you step outside of yourselves as cast members and come on over to the side of the viewer, okay, and just be like, girl, we're just over this. We're just over this. We'll forever remember season 2 as the season of fight. Okay, gladiator in this bitch. Okay, anyway, they're just having this conversation. It talks about the fight, then it switches up to King Kane feels some type of way because of a live that Dior did talking about a fuck, marry, kill. Girl, it's a game, but I kind of get there could be some shade in there. But at the end of the day, y'all girls claim to not know each other, so where is the shade coming from? Again, our community needs to do better. This whole scene was way too fucking long, in my opinion. I am grateful I did go to watch the episode back because I did get a little bit more clarity on some things. But again, when moving on. And I also feel like in that conversation, Trey Howard should have been there. If that's the conversation we're going to be having, Dior, I appreciate you being a father and speaking on behalf of your child, but your child is also grown as fuck, and I honestly don't feel as if there was any wrongdoing on y'all's part. So, but then again, I don't even want to take sides because do we really know what the fuck's going on here at this point? Child, we already talked about Imani. Imani came through getting the girls together, gathered these bitches, well dressed very cutely, and face was beat, hair was everything. Imani is tired. And going back to my, my first thoughts in the first, 7, 8, 10 minutes of this damn video, it's just I have to piggyback off that again. What the fuck are we doing? I really want that to resonate with creators, writers, producers of this show. And since we've had to halt production on Chasing Atlanta due to quarantine and shit, think about that. Don't look to these young gays, these young messy queens out here that are watching your show and amping y'all up to be with dysfunction. I want y'all to take a look at the wise ones who done been through some things. Sprinkle your fuck shit in there, just a little bit of it. But when you start being real and true to the game, you'll be surprised. Well, I know we got to have entertainment, but we say that about every reality show. Why not let us try to be a little bit different? Because believe it or not, you got a lot of established queens who do watch y'all's show. Established gay men of the spectrum that watch this show. It's not just pre-tween twinks watching your motherfucking show. Okay? So it's just like, I want y'all to soak that up, please. Let us get beyond fuck shit. Because the potential here, all of y'all know I say this all the time. Every time we have a conversation about chasing reality, period, I always say the potential is great. But y'all just end up fucking it up with childish fuck shit. Child, until you get a level head, you're not going to be able to make that mark that you're trying to make. That's all I'm going to say. We get to this party, child. Reese G's birthday party. Happy birthday, girl. Basically, the theme is all the girls got to come through dressed up, and it's a lip sync situation. Yes, God, honey. Obviously, the girls love their RuPaul Drag Race. They done watched all these little shows, honey, and that's coming back in style anyway. That was a dying art as we got into 2000s. But now we're starting to see this trend take place again where the girls are out here performing and making coins, honey, okay? So I see why Reese did this. It was cute. It was a really good event. Off the rip, I just want to stop the show real quick. I did in the second take. The first take, I didn't get to see Wooda. But Wooda was in there, bitch, looking sexy as fuck, as my husband always does. George, if that was you talking to him and sharing information, let me tell you something, George. I like you too. And I may not have ever even been a pallbearer. I don't do funerals, but bitch, let me tell you something. You will be buried alive, honey. Have you seen Kill Bill? Bitch, it'll be Kill George, honey, because don't touch my man, George. I'm just playing, George. I'll just play it. I love you too. But yeah, don't touch my man, girl. Just don't do that. Thank you. Anyway, girl, Kane came through, and bitch, you know, we say what we want to say about Kane, child, and but Kane came through. Bitch, he worked. I lived for every minute of it, what he was wearing, how he was dancing. He killed the shit. Ariel came through with the ass clap. I know that's right, girl. She just comes through all the time. Dior surprised the shit out of me. Now, I did remember him saying in the interview that he was a performer and he's done situations like that. Another situation, y'all are not filming. Dior claimed he had a bunch of scenes he put y'all up on Game On. Child, what are we chasing? Are we chasing storylines or fuck? Surprisingly, child, motherfucking Trey Womack came in there dressed like Mary J. Blige, child, and she handled it. I have to give Trey Womack and her mini hair pieces props because she it's not easy, you know, for someone who's 100% a guy, okay, to put on females' clothing, especially if that's not their comfort zone. So all of these people that came out there and did their thing, you know, I know it couldn't have been easy to perform out there in front of people. The gays, we are extremely critical, yes, God. And I give Trey Womack his props. The only thing I have to say, and this might be the shady bunt of it all, is that when he walked out, I was like, girl, is he drunk? Is he going to fall over? I didn't realize that it was the shoes, the heels, whatever, the boot heels or whatever, girl. Girl, if you know you're one of the big girls, you should have bought some shoes with a thicker heel. I get it. It may not have matched the outfit, but girl, because I thought you were trying to take a shit or stop from throwing up. And then I see why you put that jacket on, because you bust the seams out the sides of the dress, child. But the dress was cute. I was living for it. I mean, overall, not to be too much on it, you know, because it's not easy to do that. So congratulations, girl. You were doing a good job. Dior, bitch. Child, let me tell you, I was getting pregnant as I was watching your scene. Let me tell you something. I'm glad they played like all of it, because bitch, like I felt like I was being like a miracle, like something was growing in my stomach, child. Like I was just about to give birth to life, bitch. Okay. Ooh, child, Dior. Let me stop, because Scotty is going to get me. I don't have time for that bitch. I don't have time for that bitch. Okay. Yes, God, honey. Love you, Scotty. Reese came through serving gospel teas. You know, I don't have much to say about that because I'm a theme song person myself. I've been through a lot of shit in my life, so I have my theme song too. Some people think I fucked the mood up because they want to listen to this rap and partying music, but sometimes I might throw a little slow jam or old Mariah Carey song going through some I can make it through the rain. I can stand up once again on my own. And I know that I'm strong enough to mend. And every time I feel afraid, I hold tight unto my faith. And I've lived one more day, and I make it through the rain. That's all I got for y'all. Be blessed, never stressed. If I forgot something, drop it in the comments, let me know. All right, guys, let's do better.